Hey, my name is Frank, and this is another episode of Youth Men Reviews. Today we're going to talk about something that I'm a little more newer into the conversation with, but I'm not new to this world per se, and it's presentation software. And so let me just give you some background. I killed the PowerPoint game for a long time, and then I went to this college that used this program called Easy Worship, which even then, even though I've never experienced presentation software too much, that sucked. I know I did not like that. And then my church that hired me, they started using Media Shout, and it was great. Like, that was a huge leap forward from what I was using, but there were some limitations, and plus I was the only one that knew how to use it, so I was always the one running it or trying to explain people really simple tools in that. And then I moved to another church where they were using Media Shout already, but I had a lot of friends who were using the king of all presentation software, ProPresenter, and though I've never owned ProPresenter or used ProPresenter, I know that thing is a beast, and it's pretty much industry standard for like every mega church or every kind of present. I think the first time I ever saw ProPresenter was like a Chris Tomlin concert or something ridiculous like that. I don't know, they could be using videos, but in any situation, I am going to talk to you guys about a program called Proclaim. And so you might not have heard Proclaim as much as these other ones I just mentioned, but it is amazing. I love it, and it's really good for youth ministries. But there's some pros, there's some cons. We're going to talk about that. All right, Proclaim is a presentation software that's made by FaithLife. I think that's what they're called, FaithLife. It's the same people who made Logos Bible software. And so if you like Logos Bible software and you know kind of the world Logos Bible software runs in, you already like this stuff, right? Like, I love everything by Logos. I love Beacon Ads. It's kind of with those same people. I love the Bible study magazine I get. I love that kind of world. And so I got excited when I heard that there was a presentation software coming from those people, and so I was intrigued about it. And me and a couple other contributors to the website of Youth Men were talking about what they use, and a couple of them were using Proclaim, and I said, I'm going to check this out. And so there's a 30-day free trial. There's a 30-day free trial. It's a free trial to use their presentation software. I used it, and I didn't actually use it until like day 26. I had to actually ask for an extension on my free trial because I just got too busy. But I opened that mug up, and it was awesome. I was open to a new world that was way better than Media Shout. Or maybe I was just not using Media Shout to its fullest capacity, but I didn't care because I was just begging to leave Media Shout. And so there's some pros, there's some cons to it. You have to figure out if it's worth for you. But I will say this in the forefront: if you go to Proclaim, download the 30-day free trial, or email Proclaim and ask for Wyatt. Wyatt is my guy. He can help you get everything settled. Tell him that I sent you, and he might do something special. I don't know. He might just say hi. He might hook you up. I don't know what Wyatt will do because I haven't talked to Wyatt about this. But tell him that, hey, Frank, this really nice, handsome, bearded guy said, hey, check out Proclaim. And he'll be like, I like that Frank guy. Here's $1,000. He won't give you $1,000. He'll give you Logos Bible software for free. Just kidding. He won't do that either. But to talk to him, and he'll talk to you about Proclaim, and he'll answer any question, even if you think it's a dumb question, like how do you bold this font? Like he'll help you because that's what he gets paid to do. All right. Here are the pros for Proclaim. Number one, it's all cloud-based. So yeah, there is literal software you're downloading to your computer, but there's no disks, so there's nothing to lose in that regard. But it's cloud-based. So what that means is this: every single week, I work on my MacBook in my office, but then the computer in the youth room that we have is a Dell, I think it's a Dell laptop or some kind of, maybe it's a Toshiba, I forgot what, it's a PC laptop. And so back when I had Media Shout, that laptop had Media Shout, my laptop didn't, because I didn't want to corrupt my MacBook. And so everything, any pictures, any songs, I had to go to the youth room, upload it through a thumb drive, or figure out, do all that stuff through there. With the cloud on this stuff, on Proclaim, I go on my MacBook, I type everything out on the system on my computer, and then it automatically updates on the other computer in the youth room. So literally, the only thing I have to do that's different might be some last minute changes, or if I'm using a video that's really large, I don't want to send it through the cloud because I think there's like megabyte like limits. Like there's only so much space you can send through the cloud, so I just use the videos on that computer, so that way it's finding them locally, not through the cloud. So that is a huge plus. I could be working at home, editing my presentation software, and then sending it to my youth room computer. Not that you should be working at home, because you should protect your Sabbath, but in any situation, it is amazing. I love it. It's been a great tool to be able to not have to do everything on the PC computer. I can do stuff in my office on my MacBook. It's super simple. Having to explain Proclaim to people versus having to explain MediaShout to people or whatever has been so easy, and the interface is so simple. And if you are familiar with Logos and that kind of stuff, you can kind of it has like a similar build and feel, but it's not necessarily as complicated as Logos can be. But it's been great. Like it's just super simple, super easy. It can be as simple as you want it to be, or as complicated as you want it to be. But that's the beauty about this program. It's fairly simple. And then one feature that it costs more to get, but maybe I am just stupid, I think it's worth it. There's this thing called the Pro Collection, and so they give you a ton of extra video and still backgrounds, fonts. There's just a bunch of stuff that they give you extra when you get the Pro Collection. And I mean, they're just trying to take a couple more dollars from you, but they have these designers that build stuff every single month, and they give it to you in the beginning. Oh, it's a new. There's gonna be some stuff there. They give you some stuff, and you can check it out, and it's great. And when the 30 day free for the 30-day free trial, you get the Pro Collection to play with to see if you want that. If you don't want that, maybe you have a stockpile of PowerPoint backgrounds or video backgrounds that you're just gonna upload. Don't worry about it. But if you want to just keep it simple and everything in there, it's there, and it's pretty great. The con is a pretty big one. It's a subscription. I don't remember how. I don't know if it's like $20 a month, $30 a month. There might be some discounted. There's always like a deal they have going on, but it's a subscription. You're going to be paying for this forever. Unlike ProPresenter or even like MediaShout or any of the other systems, those you buy the program that's yours for $500, $1,000, whatever it is. This, you're paying so much a month every single month, and that is great at first because it's affordable. I think it's like if it's $30 a month, you can afford that first month and for the next couple months. But after a couple years of that, you might as well have already bought ProPresenter because you paid the same amount over the span of a couple years. So those are things to consider. Maybe if you're a church plant or you're a youth group and you're kind of just starting out, this is the way to go. And then if you wanted to get a ProPresenter one day, you can do that. Or if you just, I mean, Proclaim is adding new stuff all the time. It's getting better. Maybe the subscription model, I mean, that's what Adobe did. Oh, Adobe did that. You know what I'm saying? Like Adobe moved everything from, you know, you wanted Photoshop, you can't really just buy Photoshop anymore. I guess you could, but now it's all on the subscription plan, and it's worth it, and no one's really complaining anymore. Everyone's buying the subscription for it. And so maybe that's where church presentation software is going, and maybe I'm a profit. So I don't know. The other downside to this is that it requires internet. You have to be connected, otherwise whatever you do on your MacBook won't show up on your PC. But if you just do everything on the computer right there and you don't have internet, it's fine. But there's no syncing because it's all through the cloud, whatever cloud they have in Seattle probably. But yeah, it works, but you need the internet. And so luckily our church is connected. Most churches are connected. You're going to need internet. Otherwise, just keep everything on one computer and just keep that updated. So again, I love Proclaim. It's been worth it for me. I don't see myself going to ProPresenter anytime soon, and the subscription model doesn't really hurt me or offend me, simply because I like the fact that I'm always getting the new updates and stuff. Where MediaShout, you know, they'll go from 4.5 to 5, and you have to spend a couple $100s to get it, or you know, you got this feature and it's the same forever. Now maybe ProPresenter has other features that are similar to that I'm unaware of, but it doesn't matter because we're talking about Proclaim right now, and that's all I care about. Proclaim is great. Again, email Wyatt. He is the man. He'll hook you up. He'll give you the ins and outs. He'll answer any questions. He answered all my dumb questions and was patient with me. He'll be patient with your dumb questions as well. All right? Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'll talk to you later. God bless. See ya.